Good morning, Princess, from Coconut Grove. Here I am at one of the hotels in the area, Mr. C's, waiting for, well, we're going to start the full Brightline experience. This was the closest reasonable place that I could get dropped off to be picked up by the Brightline Plus service. So what they'll do is when you book a premium ticket, and of course we're traveling premium, they will send a car for you, and they will have a car waiting to take you to your destination when you get there. So I was able to set it up to where I'm picked up here. Unfortunately, it's only a 5-mile radius from the station, and well, the palace is just outside that radius, so I did have to get a ride here, but it's no problem. The car is on the way. They're going to take me to Miami Central, where I board the Brightline train to West Palm Beach, where another car is supposed to be waiting for me to take me to berth 1 at the port of Palm Beach, where we are going to board a reimagined cruise ship. You probably already saw that, so that's how I got there. Let's just put it that way. So car should be here in about 2 minutes. Then it's off to the train station. I don't know if it's going to be the fancy, like, yellow painted ones or just like a livery car. We'll see. I don't know. I've never done this before. And it is, well, I'll tell you why I'm doing this in a little bit. I did not know this, but Mr. C is a leading hotel, leading hotels of the world. I had a friend a long time ago who loved this, I don't know if it's a brand or an association, but had stayed in many of them, raved about them constantly. So maybe we will do a staycation here at Mr. C in the Grove sometime. Successfully picked up by Brightline Plus at Mr. C. Very painless process on I-95 now, maybe 5 minutes away from Miami Central, which is going to get me there with plenty of time to check out the lounge, which I've never been into at this terminal, and then wait for the train. So everything is going very smoothly so far, and yeah, I think it's hopefully going to be a good day. We'll see. We'll see how check-in is in the cruise port, but I don't know. So far, things are pretty good. We have arrived here at Miami Central, and Brightline does believe in truth in advertising because they do send a bright yellow Model Y to pick you up. Great ride, very quick. Of course, it is Saturday morning, so there was no traffic, but an entirely effortless experience. So I am dropped off here on the curb. The entrance is somewhere over there, actually, so let's head into the station. Downstairs, here at Miami Central, there's a Joe and the Juice. I hope it's not that, the juice. That would be pretty weird. But I'm already caffeinated, so I do not need that, nor do I need luggage drop-off. So let's, we're not going to the planetarium. I guess let's head up the escalators and get checked in. That was pretty awesome. I just kind of wish the palace was a little bit closer, because I did have to take a lift to Mr. C's, but just a couple minutes there, and I got there, within plenty of time. They send you a text giving you a pickup window, so long as you're there at that time, I guess it's okay. I'm gonna ask what happens if they're late. Will they, will they get you to the church on time? Okay, I guess it's time to scan in. Gotta open up the app and head in. So let's go and check out the Brightline Lounge. After a quick pass through the scanner, which I'm sure is more secure than TSA, I think that's the lounge ahead. The escalators for the departure tracks are behind me. Oh, there it is, yes. Brightline Premium Lounge. Oh, I have to scan again. Not a problem. There is a hotel style, I'll call that, breakfast spread with, just a bunch of grains and some yogurt. Nothing substantial, but kind of what you would find at maybe, kind of what you would find at like a Fairfield or a Spring Hill. Yes, even though we are themed to 5 o'clock somewhere, I think we'll pass on the beer and wine for now. And, we'll probably also pass on the coffee. But, ooh, should I grab a soda? I don't know, we get stuff on the train. Let's see what they have there. I don't want to get all conspiratorial, but I think there's something going on. Brightline schedules the Plus pickup in a way that you don't really have any time to spend in the lounge, so I guess they don't have to stock the lounge. Very crafty, Brightline, but I'm on to you. I've only been here 2 minutes, and they already called for boarding, or boarding begins in a few minutes, so they want everyone up on the platform and ready. Ooh, yeah. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe it's a brilliant decision. I don't know. Either way, this is my time in the lounge in this nice comfy white chair. We don't have time to talk about anything else, so let's head up to the platform. After just one escalator ride, you have to walk to the south end of the train for car number 1. And we will make our way to seat 13C, facing forward. It does let you know what the direction of travel is on the train, unlike Amtrak. You'd think they would have figured that out by now. Right across from the very lonely, no doubt, time-out seat, there is ample luggage storage. There's also overhead, which is plenty for me. Yes, this is all I'm taking, believe it or not, but it's only a 2-day trip. I think I will manage. The door just closed here aboard Bright Red, so we'll be on our way to West Palm Beach. Well, Fort Lauderdale, then West Palm Beach, I guess in under a minute. Block time is an hour and 12 minutes from Miami Central to West Palm Beach. I have not done this full run before. I've only been between Palm Beach and Fort Lauderdale, or Miami and Fort Lauderdale. So this is, this is one of the many firsts for today. So let's get it started. The seat, well, I'll show you the seat maybe a little bit. Passing under the, I don't know. I don't think this bridge is going to be great now. This is the premium class Bounty. Immediately after boarding, I was offered a cool towel. That's right there, a hand wipe, and for my snack, I chose jalapeno lime chips. I don't know if you only get one snack because she was scanning them. I'm not gonna eat this now. I'm gonna take it with me, but maybe worth going to check out. Oh, you know what? When we leave Fort Lauderdale, maybe I'll be offered another one then. Let's see. Here is the turnout to the Y that leads over to Miami Airport. This is presumably how they're going to get the Tri-Rail trains from that line over here to, well, this is the FEC and Brightline main line. When that whole deal goes through, when, I have no idea. It's the bureaucrats. Remember, they're just completely incompetent, so it could be decades before that actually happens. And here it is, turning back and rejoining up here. It's up there. Bright Red is finally at speed for this section of the line. This is as fast as they're allowed to go in this area. I think it's 60 or 65 because of all the crossings. This won't be a real high-speed trip until she turns onto, or past Cocoa, onto the new section being built to Orlando Airport, where there are no crossings. It's entirely grade separated, so we will finally have a real high-speed rail here in North America, and of course, it's in Florida first, beat California by 30 years. What I mean is CHSR is never going to work. They will probably push it through somehow, get the thing built. I predict it will operate for 8 months, and then they will come up with some, I don't know, mealy-mouthed excuse why no one's riding it. But the problem with that is everybody knows right now that no one's going to ride it. And then they will complain about lack of federal funding and infrastructure commitment, blah, 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 when everybody knows right now that it will fail. As opposed to Brightline, which is essentially a private railroad, believe it or not. Brightline spun off from the FEC, which actually owns this track, and they're the ones financing the build-out. Yes, I know about that. It doesn't count, so I don't want to hear it. Staying in theme for the weekend, it is just after 5 in Athens, Greece. But, like the song says, it only has to be 5 o'clock somewhere. So it's time for a mimosa. Orange juice, trying to be responsible. I know, I do my best. We are crossing under the runway here at FLL. That's kind of cool, actually. I've never taken off or landed here, so I've got to arrange that sometime. But how can I arrange the runway? I could just talk to the captain, I guess. Anyway, you probably already know about my quandary aboard the ship, so I don't know, maybe this wasn't the best way to get started. Still, cheers. Bright Red briefly slowed down, or is slowed down, and the conductor made an announcement about that, just to let everybody know that we would still be arriving at Fort Lauderdale and presumably West Palm Beach on time. That is kind of awesome. I don't know if Amtrak or anyone else does this. Well, I think they do. I don't really remember, even though we arrived every place late. You know what? They probably just assume everybody knows they're going to be late, so why bother? Heading into downtown Fort Lauderdale, or actually Las Olas. So we have the bridge across the new river is coming up, and there we go. Wow. I used to work up here, and we would come and walk along the river occasionally. Very nice. We would bring the boat up here quite frequently. That was always super fun. And oh boy, coming up on this corner right here, yes, you know what? I'm not going to tell you about that. Well, this is Fort Lauderdale Station we are pulling into. I think the stop is only 2 minutes, so not too bad.
Welcome to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, here we go.
Thanks for riding
Now
Brightline.
she wants to talk.
We will only be stopped at the station for a brief moment before departing to West Palm Beach.
A brief moment gives them a lot of wiggle room. Oh, well, look over there. They do offer Brightline Plus at all of the stations, so there's more of the yellow Teslas, but they also have the little, what's that, an Ego thing? Ego or iGo? They used to have those somewhere in a few places in Miami for the freebie service. I don't know if they do that anymore. All right, brief moment, and then we are on our way to Palm Beach, West Palm Beach.
Attention all Brightline guests, Brightline will be heading north to West Palm Beach within the next minute. Please make your way to your assigned seats and please stand clear of the closing doors. Please stand clear of the closing doors. Thank you.
All right, question. Are they going to change that when Orlando service opens? That would be quite magical. You know, on the way back, I should stop in Palm Beach to say hi to the king. Back at speed on the way to West Palm Beach. It was only a few moments for that stop in Fort Lauderdale. Good thing about trains, it's very easy to check out, check off, check on. I don't know, switch passengers. Who knows? Like I said, it's 5 o'clock in Athens. Anyway, this is not the most scenic route. I will have to admit that. Cannot wait for the service to Orlando to start. We will try to do that. Well, I don't know, as soon after it opens, like maybe the second train, depending on when they depart. Of course, with the way my luck has been going lately, they will announce Orlando service will commence on the same day that I am transiting the Panama Canal. Sometimes life is just not fair. Miss on my part, I should have been plugged in this whole time. There's 2 standard outlets and 2 Type A outlets. Well, you know what? It would be nice if they had Type C, but I'll cut him some slack. It's okay. This premium experience is working out very good for me. Everything's gone without a hitch pretty much. I was able to get a pickup, in Coconut Grove and a drop off at the cruise terminal, I hope. Also arranged the pickup at the cruise terminal. However, it seems like they are doing one, kind of sketchy thing. When you book a trip to Fort Lauderdale and try to add a private ride to Port Everglades, the message is, sorry, we can only drop you off within 5 miles. The problem is, Port Everglades is only 4 miles away from the Fort Lauderdale station. So either they are purposely disallowing drop-offs and pickups at Port Everglades, or the mapping software has a huge glitch in it. So, I don't know. I think I will ask on the way back what the deal is, if you can actually do that. It is, I don't know, maybe read the terms of service or something like that, because yes, Port Everglades is well within the 5 mile radius, but I tried different terminals and no dice. None of them would allow me to book a ride. And I tried this like a month out, so it wasn't like everything was booked, and it did give the 5 mile radius message. I don't know, I would have liked to do that next time I sail out of Fort Lauderdale, because this has gone so well that I don't know, I would actually have to be able to book it. We'll see. I'm gonna reserve judgment on this until I get some more information. But just in case you try, I was not able to book a drop-off and pickup at Port Everglades. I'll try. You know what? I did not try Fort Miami. I will do that later. Traveling along not so scenic South Dixie Highway here in, I think we're either in North Broward or Palm Beach. Doesn't really matter. I was thinking that if they're not offering rides to Port Miami now, it would not shock me if you were only able to book rides to Virgin Voyages, given the previous partnership. Hopefully they still have a good relationship. Kind of glad it didn't work out. Maybe talk about that later. But, if that actually was the case, would not shock me. But I will try some different terminals and see how that works out and let you know, but not now. Well, why not do it now? Question answered immediately. I guess that's why we have phones and internet and everything. No, you cannot book a private ride from Miami Central to Port Miami. Now, thinking about this, I recall hearing that the reason is obviously not technical. Clearly, the cars can drive there, it's, again, bureaucratic. Portmiami probably requires some sort of licensing fee or something like that, and Brightline maybe just doesn't want to pay it. Maybe they don't qualify, or it could be some other administrative nonsense, like they don't have union drivers. I don't know, some crazy scenario like that, where the problem is entirely bureaucratic. Like, these people have decided this with no regard for the customer or the user or anything. They just want to make life as difficult as possible for people. And I really think that's the motivation for a lot of these people. So, I don't know. I'm just, at this point, speculating. I admit that freely, but that is the nature of bureaucracy, to just make things needlessly complicated so that you have to pay them to uncomplicate it. That's the grift. Apparently, champagne is very popular on this route. They've restocked twice. Gambino Cuvée is the name of the sparkling wine, not champagne, that they serve here. And for a moment, I thought that said Tennessee. No, it is not. It is, in fact, Tome Sasso. I can barely read it. But it's not Tennessee. That would be... Actually, that would be kind of cool if it was. 9 minutes out of West Palm Beach. I presume we are still on time. The view has gotten a little bit better, but this is pretty much what it's going to be on the, on the existing main line. It's, it looks like this all the way to Cocoa Beach, with a few exceptions. Anyway, I have to wait 15 minutes because I could not book a ride immediately after arrival. I guess they were all booked. So 15 minutes after, I will get my ride to the port, which is fine because I will arrive there within the check-in window. Boarding is supposed to start at noon, but with these kinds of sailings, I'm sure the ship is ready to go. So I'm expecting a check-in and board immediately scenario. But you know what? Why am I saying this? Because I'm sure you already know what happened. We did pause briefly, and the conductor made another announcement, still scheduled to arrive on time. I don't know if there's still construction going on in this area. We're south of Palm Beach, so this line has been active for quite a while. I didn't see anyone in Fort Lauderdale, but you never know what's going on. It could be just a congestion ahead, and maybe need to make a quick switch. Who knows? We are moving again, and still have plenty of time. We are very, very close. Actually, it'd be really cool to see an actual FEC train pass by. That would be kind of awesome. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, so no freight trains, it's just bright green passing by. Oh well. We are fast approaching West Palm Beach station for an on-time arrival. So let me get, unplug and pack. It's just one cable, so this should take a second. And get ready to alight the train. And, then wait for my Brightline Plus. Not a problem at all. I want to check out the lounge up here. I don't know if I have seen this one. I actually don't remember, so hopefully my ticket will let me in on an arrival. That would be, you know what? That would normally be the case, but Amex, they disallowed that on arrivals. Very disappointing. Not the only reason I canceled the card, but yeah, it was one of them. So just, take note, guys. We like to maybe chill out when we get there. Brightline, West Palm Beach.
Welcome to West Palm Beach.
Here we go.
Thanks for riding Brightline. We hope to see you soon.
This is the end of the line, so I think I have a minute, but I still have to, unplug and pack away. Should be very quick. And yes, everyone's here waving hi to the train. They've been doing this for a while, so glad to see that is back. All right, I gotta go. I don't want to be the last one on the train, but that's probably not a big deal. One quick escalator ride up, and I'm headed to the premium lounge, where I'm going to hopefully just, stow my bag very briefly, because I kind of need to use the little inaugural cruiser's room, and I do have some time before my ride. So let's see if we can work this out. No premium lounge for me. Confirmed. Lounge access is only available on departure, not on arrival. I did speak to one of the managers, and that is the case. It's fine. I'm okay. I only have a few minutes to wait and be off to the port. Hopefully, the process there will be smooth and easy, and I'll be fine. All right, we figured it out. I figured it's West Palm Beach. Shouldn't be a problem. I kind of left the bag sitting there for a brief moment while I visited the little inaugural cruiser's room, and I'm all set to go. On that, unfortunately, yes, C, yeah, very, very low effort. Unfortunately, they have chosen those Dyson faucets with the air dryer and everything. The big problem is there is not adequate space between the top of the faucet and the bottom of the basin. It's literally like that much, so you can't wash your hand. You can't actually, do the hand washing motion without risking touching the basin, or the faucet. Less of an but still gross. Okay, remember, folks, it's not that hard. Okay, we need nice, 8 to 10 inches of distance between the bottom of the basin. I mean, I can even help you measure that. Amazon is not the only game in town. I will definitely try this on the way out. You, I guess, prepay, by tapping your card or device, then go shopping, and then just walk out. I will look at the products to see if they have RFID or something. Very, very nice. I thought I would have to risk a trip to Seattle to try this, but no, right here in Florida. Yeah, we're just winning at everything, aren't we? Time to leave the safety of Brightline, head out onto the mean streets. No, it's not really. Perfect timing. My car should be ready in 2 minutes and off to the port. Of course, I got to make it down the escalator first without, killing myself. I did get the text a few minutes ago letting them know my ride will be ready now. So I'm going to head out to the pickup area, which is it this? Yes, right there. And wait for, hopefully, my bright yellow Brightline Plus vehicle. You know what? There were numbers. Let me look at that first. Yes, okay, so I'm in 160, so out and to the right. They are Gem E6s. That's what it was, not the other ones. Oh, hold on. Even more important, my on-brand bright yellow Brightline Plus has arrived. All right, let's hop in and get going. In the car and on the way to berth 1, everything has gone quite seamlessly so far. And I just realized I did not tell you why I'm doing this. It is a fun adventure, so that is number 1, actually. But the real reason that I'm doing this, not really complicated procedure, is because at Port of Palm Beach, for whatever cosmic reason, they only offer valet parking. And I'm not really into that, so I really had to come up with an alternative way of getting here. That means I could not ever live in Los Angeles, and I accept that, and I'm okay with it. But this has turned out to be a great alternative. So I am quite happy that I booked this, and will arrive on time. Hopefully the check-in process will go smoothly, and I will have already boarded. But as I keep saying, by now you already know this, so I'm not going to go into that. Okay, well, I think it's about a 5-minute ride, and this phase of our adventure will be concluded quite successfully. There she is, the destination for today's adventure, Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, freshly painted and refit. First time on this ship, but you already know that. There goes my bright yellow Brightline Plus for an on-time arrival. All right, well, this phase of our journey and our adventure is complete. Great trip, great option. Everything went, and I said this before, perfectly smoothly. I didn't have to wait more than really 10 minutes at every stop. And, well, you know what? I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how much footage I have. So this might be part 1. There might be a part 2 on the way back. I don't know. So just in case, I will close out by, dredging up the one of the whole trip. And that's not being able to access the priority lounge on arrival, but I understand that is quite trivial, and you know what, something like that does remind me, as do so many things, why I am very thankful for my problems. Future me here with a quick update. I just got picked up at the terminal. I was able to reschedule my ride to an hour earlier, should be able to reschedule the train to an hour earlier. So far everything continues to go very smoothly, and very enjoyably for my Brightline experience. So I'm not going to show you much of the train because it's going to be the exact same thing in reverse, unless something happens, unless I am stranded here in Palm Beach for some unforeseen reason. Oh boy. So maybe a 10-minute ride, and we'll get that taken care of. I'm sure it'll be okay. Train changed, Brightline Plus changed, pretty smooth process. I should have checked the app. Yes, you can do it in the app. They reminded me once I went to the customer service desk. Felt very silly about that, but that means, well, everything is in order, and I'm just waiting for the train to arrive. Gonna get home an hour early, so we are all good. And well, I guess
back to the past.